Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sharon and this is Classy Shades Design. So for this project we're going to use a series of things, but the main thing is that what you're going to need are 4 of these picture frames. I picked these up from the Dollar Tree. I also picked up this little candle holder here, and we've seen these before. This is the one that has the slanted glass. And then I'm going to use one of the square Dollar Tree mirrors to work with this on. Of course, you'll need your Mod Podge. I'm going to use some glitter, Mod Podge, E6000, and a couple of other things. Okay guys, so I removed the glass from the picture frames, and I'm going to use this painter's tape and just kind of center it in the middle of all 4 of them so that I can have a line of where I'm going to glitter. I separated them all using my nail, and now what I'm going to do is put some glue on this parchment paper, and this is just hot glue. And I use the parchment paper because it will allow me to take the 2 frames and start to build a square without actually having the glue get stuck to my table. Now, the reason I don't want to run this glue up the inside of it like I would if I were building a lantern box is because I want clean edges. And if you do it right, you can see that it still gives you a good strong hold, and you can move it back and forth and check it out. So I'll repeat those same steps and build a complete square of the glasses. Now that I have my square, I'm going to take some E6000 and my thin painter brush, and I'm going to go on the inside of the square to give it some security by putting E6000 in the corners where the 2 pieces of glass meet. Now I want a thin line doing this, so I'm using a real thin brush, and if I happen to get some on the edge, I can just take my hand and wipe it off. It'll be fine that way. Cleaning it up. That'll give us a good clean edge. Now that we have that complete, let's take our Mod Podge, and we're going to just put a layer of Mod Podge around the square, and then we'll sprinkle some glitter on top of it. Do not go above your painter's tape. This is an option. You don't have to do it, but I am going to do this to kind of give it a little bit of bling. I'm using 3 different colors of glitter. I'm going to use this blue, a silver, and an iridescent white. And I'm going to repeat this step for all 3 colors around the entire project. Now again, if you don't want to, don't add this part, but it will give it a little spruce. I'm going to put that to the side and allow it to dry. Again, taking the E6000, I'm going to center my tea light holder into this square mirror that we have and allow that to dry. So let's go ahead and remove the security tabs from out of the insides of the picture frames themselves, and we're going to build another square. In order to build this square, we're going to take the hot glue and we're going to glue 2 pieces together, one inside the other, and we're going to continue doing that. Now if you do it right, you glue one edge to the inside of the other edge. This will give you a perfect square at the end. When you have 3 of them together, you will notice that one side is lower than the other, and that's awesome because you'll put one of the squares inside like I'm doing here, and then you'll glue the other one on the top. This allows you to have a complete perfect square, and it won't move on you. Now you can paint this if you want to, you can glitter it, but I'm going to leave mine white. I allow that glitter to dry a little bit, and now I'm going to come in with the Mod Podge again and just give it a final seal and top coat and let it dry. After it dried about halfway, I removed the painter's tape and I decided to bling this thing out. Down below you can find a link and a list of all the items that I'm using. I then took the E6000 one last time, and I am using it to put a thin layer around the bottom of my glass square because we're going to put everything together, and this is what it looks like when it was all done. Keeping in mind, all of this can be changed to your liking. It does not have to be this way. You can use this just like this without putting the frame on it, or you can add the frame, which will give it kind of a 3D appearance for a candle holder. Use this as a centerpiece, use it as a statement piece to set the ambiance in the room, use it alone or with other items. But why don't you tell me what you think? Leave me a comment down below. I hope that you like it. And here's the best part. It only costs $6. I call that classy on a budget. Hey, keep it classy. I'll see you in our next video.